So in my limited understanding, boards have committees that are crucial in the corporate governance of an institution. So what is the impact of having a board running at half capacity in a big SOE like Eskom for 3 years?
So the first challenge you might have is that the board itself might not be able to form a quorum, therefore be incorrect. Number two, there are a number of committees of the board that need to function. On average, there are 3 mandatory committees. The Audit and Risk Committee, if they are combined, they could be 2 separate. There's also the Remuneration Committee. Over and above that, as per the Companies Act, you need a Social and Ethics Committee. Those are just the 3. In big companies, there will be a minimum of 5. So if you have only 8 out of the 15 board members, each committee, let's say, has a minimum of 3 members, you can see that there will be some committees that then come to the board and report to themselves, because in that board, there's not a single person who was not part of that committee, purely and simply because the numbers are not there. But Ntate Manyathela, you know what keeps us awake at night as a country? Number 1, of course, is state capture. Number 2, it's stable, reliable, and predictable energy, not just Eskom. We have been preoccupied with Eskom rather than with energy supply as a fourth means of production, when the primary means of production is land. The third and the final one I want to touch on is this notion of youth unemployment at 75%. If we don't address this, there is a powder keg that is about to explode again. So when you come to Eskom, in the period 1960 until 1992, Eskom installed 19 power stations. That means every 20 months, a new power station came online, on time, on budget, and in full. In that same period, Eskom was able to reduce the real price of electricity by 35%. And they could foresee that by the end of the century, which is just the year 2000, they should be able to reduce the real price of electricity.
702.
More than a radio station.
Let's walk the talk.